This is my tangent, damn it. No, it's not. It's just my TED Talk. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. As the world starts to change, as we start to ascend, as we start to shift, as we start to awaken, a lot of people are starting to realize the things that we believe in have really not been serving us. And this is where the huge speculation between religion and spirituality come in. People think religion is just like spirituality. Some people think spirituality is just like religion. But today, poo-poo, that's going to change. Because on today's video, I really want to get you into seeing the demographics between two parties. Meaning that, here's the crazy thing. Religion, spirituality, whatever belief, and whatever religion is within this world that we live in, it all stems down to worshiping one creator. But the thing is that a lot of people, either beginners or experts, are still wanting to dive deeper into understanding what is meant for me, what is good for my soul, because a lot of us are craving a deeper connection than the connections that we have through this physical world that is not really fulfilling our internal soul. So on today's video, stay tuned to the very end, because not only you'll get the understanding of two parties, but you'll start to see that religion and spirituality are two different things, because religion really stems from us living in fear, and spirituality is really helping us trying to discover our sovereignty to overcome that fear. What do I mean by this? Well, I'll let you know. Let's get into it. What is Gooch, you beautiful beings? Welcome back, Awaken Ones, on another episode on Embracing Ascension series with your homegirl, Brittany Fontanez. Happy Monday, happy new week. And I'm sending you guys so much blessings and love for your Thanksgivings. And you guys just make this one the most memorable one, because there's going to be a lot of changes energetically, emotionally, mentally, physically that's going to take place in our lives, especially for the ones who are doing the work and who are going out and seeking deeper meanings in life so they can understand themselves and be their fullest self. So other than that, beautiful beings, only love. But if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Brittany Fontanez, and on this channel I speak about spiritual development, emotional awareness, and I do guided readings for each zodiac sign, and I talk about things I feel need to be talked about because it's our divine right to know more than what we have been told. So other than that, beautiful beings, if you enjoy my energy and if you enjoy any information or any clarity that you gain from my videos, please hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and definitely do not forget to hit that notification button so you'll be notified on all videos I share with you on YouTube. Other than that, beautiful beings, if you want to know anything else about me, all my business inquiries, my link tree, all of my links are down in the description box below, especially to book a personal healing or a reading session with me. But other than that, beautiful beings, also I just want to let you guys know my new merch is out now, so I'm excited about that. Like I said, link down in the description box below. But other than that, let's just get into it, because I want to talk about what has been on my mind lately. Because lately I've been going through a lot of purging, a lot of releasing, a lot of surrendering, and I started to realize how many things I've had shame towards myself. So many things I consider sinful, and I really had a question, what the hell is sin? And I really went down the rabbit hole of how my mom kind of butchered within me, you know, how I should see God, how I should believe in God, how I should see the world, and how I should believe in the world, and what should I be careful with. You know, it's just, I started to realize how all of it stemmed from a state of worry, a state of fear, a state of perpetuation of only seeking the worst and not knowing how to seek the best. And recognizing this, I'm like, wow. And not only that, my mom doesn't even go to church anymore, so that even triggered even more of awakening. Like, wow, religion is not really here for us to thrive, is really here for us to survive. Now, before I get started, disclaimer, anyone who believes in religion, has any spiritual beliefs, I'm not here to shun them, I'm not here to butcher them, I'm not here to say anything bad about them. What I'm sharing with you today is for you to gain a deeper, bigger perspective than what you already have towards what we've been told to believe. This is a way for you to understand. This whole video today I'm sharing with you today is for you to understand how to think for yourself and what you should believe in, not what you think you need to believe in because of what other people have told you and what the world is led to follow. So just know, you guys, I have respect for everyone's religion, every way of being, every way of believing. But today I'm sharing with you the importance of understanding the difference between religion and spirituality, because as I said, the world is awakening. A lot of people are wanting to know, how do I think for myself? What do I think for myself? I don't even know beyond what I've been told, and I want to share that with you today. So as I started to realize, like, wow, religion is not really here to help us thrive. It's here to help us survive. It's here to feed the propaganda of, the word, what we consider the enemy that's always after us, always trying to work against us. So today I want to share with you that, like I said in the beginning, religion is really here for us survival and to keep that perpetual state of fear alive. Where spirituality is really about understanding, going within the nooks and crannies, the dirt and the dust and the mud, and really seeing that underneath and within the darkness leads to the light and leads to the good and leads to the beauty. But there's nothing to fear about the process and the journey of life in this world. That's what I want to share with you today. It's like that beautiful saying that religion is for people who fear hell, and spirituality is meant for people who have been through hell, because that's what it really is all about. Religion keeps you in a state of believing that we have a creator that always judges us, shuns us, is pretty much an old man in the clouds with a beard, a big white beard and a throne, and very selfish and very narcissistic, and telling us that's not good, that's not good, that's bad, what's wrong with you? Judging us, and in living that way, we're always in a state of fear and thinking we're doing things wrong. And therefore, when we think this way, we think we can't think for ourselves, or we have no right to, because everyone outside of us is right, but we are wrong. And this is where, self-love is like something bad to look into. My stepdad doesn't believe in self-love, but I always tell him, look at what you're doing. You're helping making other people rich, but what about you? If you don't love yourself, if you're not there for yourself, you're neglecting yourself. You know what I mean? So, like, I've been slowly and surely been doing this channel for a long time, and slowly but surely awakening a lot of people, my family, friends, people on my channel. And it's because I have been allowing myself permission to think for myself. And since I've been doing this for a couple of years now, I really started to realize the impact that thinking for yourself can really have, and really starting to be aware of what has really been programming you to forget to think for yourself. So since religion I believe, I'm going to be real blunt with y'all, I believe religion is a propaganda to keep us in a state of believing that this is the only way to live. And if we don't live this way, then you're living the wrong way. You'll never be blessed and you'll never be loved. And all my life I heard that, even from my mother. She doesn't remember this, but I accepted it, and I still love her regardless of it. She said, God can't help you forget. And it's funny, I recently had a client and he gave me a book saying God is gay. I'm excited to read the book. I'm really excited to read the book. But, ever since my mom told me that, I always lived in a state of having problems accepting my sexuality, of liking women. I've always had problems of realizing that, I can make mistakes, realizing that, lack is not true. Money is not evil. All these different things I really started to recognize through the ways of what religion has done to the people I love, and how the way that they believe in religion has really intertwined into me believing that there's something wrong with me. And then ever since, I started to dive into recognizing of how to love myself, how to heal myself. I started to realize religion really keeps you in a state of judgment. And with judgment comes neglection. And with neglection comes separation, because there's so much judgment around in the world that there's so much separation. But with the separation, it's causing us to neglect each other and neglect ourselves and neglect this world. And we think we don't have that much impact, but we don't realize that since us always following what we are told that we must be doing, we are refusing to take accountability for how we show up in the world, refusing to take accountability of how the world is becoming, and refusing to take accountability for the fact that we are part of the problem. Because we always want to blame. Hence, like, we blame the devil or Satan or all this and the demons and all that bullshit. Listen, you guys, I'm not saying there's no such thing as evil, but what I am saying is there's no reason to fear it. Because I see evil or darkness as needing a deep sense of love. Like a person who doesn't know how to give kindness, who doesn't know how to receive it, it's just like that. They just need a deep sense of love. Now, let me get into spirituality. Now, since you recognize how religion has really kept us in a state of perpetuation of fear and judgment, what spirituality is that you're choosing to walk through the fires of hell and to purge yourself of the programmings, of the belief systems that kept you in a state of limitation and kept you in a personality and identity that's not really yours. For you to purge all that out away and recognizing who do you want to be and how you can allow your light to create an impact in this world. And not in a big way, but in a way where you feel fulfilled, in a way where you don't fear life, in a way where you are choosing to be the captain of your own ship. And that's some beautiful shit. Because a lot of people fear their power of thinking for themselves. Hence why a lot of people don't want to take responsibility for their life. Hence why a lot of people who do believe in the ways of religion always want to blame. But none of them are really happy. And yet they're worshiping a God that gives them abundance, but yet they're going home and believing in the worst and in lack. That doesn't make any sense to me. So spirituality, what it really does is help you understand deeper layers of yourself and deeper layers of the world, and finding understanding with the resonance of your own heart, not the understanding of the resonance of the world or other people or what is good to society. Because please understand, you guys, everything that we have been taught really is teaching us how to get ready for the workforce and how to be a slave. I'm sorry to say it. But spirituality really teaches you how to think for yourself, how to live for yourself, and how to be for yourself. Meaning that it's like when you walk your spiritual path, you realize there's more than just being human. There's more than just being a worker. There's more than just going to church, to pay bills, to go to school, to party, to do all that dumb shit and die. There's more to it. So you're seeking more of it. So spirituality is like you waking up to the world again, like you coming out the womb. But instead of you being given an occupation, a religion, a nationality, of a name, of who you should be, of how you should live from the programmings and the absorption that your child brain picked up from your environment, you're choosing to awaken again to say, no more of that. No more believing in this. No more believing that. This is what I want to believe in. This is who I want to be. This is how I want to live. Really reprogramming yourself by purging out what no longer is really you that you once believed in. And then in doing this gives you such an expansive mind to understand what love is, to truly understand what unconditional love is, to truly understand the ways of our Creator. Now, I want to share something with you guys. Not everyone can have a connection with our Creator through the Bible or through a church or through what our parents tell us or through what religious beliefs tell us. A lot of us find our ways to connect with the Creator through our other deities, through other ways of believing, through visualization, through meditation. There's no wrong way to connect to the Creator. But there is a wrong way of believing that you going your own way is something wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want you to understand that the reason why a lot of people are starting to diverse from religion and diverse from the ways that we've been living for so long that created this system, that created the way that what we call life. The reason why a lot of people are driving away from it is because they're starting to want to seek something deeper, because their soul is calling to them to go on a journey that's never been carved out before, because it's meant for you. You know why our Creator gave us our own ability to think for ourselves? It's because we have the resource and the intelligence to create a world within this world. Hence why a majority of people like me, or people you may know, that are not like anyone else, are not like of this world, but they're in it, is because they're meant to create something within this world already. And that is why your existence is so unique, is so important, is so needed. But first, in order to receive the abundance that you desire, you first got to let go of what's causing the resistance towards who you're meant to be, the abundance that you want, and the happiness that you seek. And that has to go, you have to go through the fire. You have to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. You have to recognize your shadow. You have to recognize your triggers. You have to recognize your light. You have to recognize boundaries. You have to start allowing yourself to be conscious enough to take accountability for your life, for how you move, for how you walk, for how you talk, for how you be, for how you express yourself. And through this, you start to realize you become your own spiritual being. Well, we are all our own spiritual being, but you become your own definition of what you want to believe in, of what you feel people should believe in. And that's the beautiful thing about this world, is that even though we were told that we have to do this and that through authoritative figures that made us so fearful, we still have the power to say no to that. We still have the power to say, I don't want to fear anymore. I don't want to follow this way anymore. I don't want to be at this job. I don't want to be in this marriage. I don't want to be in this relationship. Not saying that if your life is good and you love it, keep living it. I'm very, very happy for you. But if you're not, then what are you believing it? And why do you believe that? And where did that belief come from? Is it yours? And if it's not, do you want to continue believing it? If not, then what are you going to do? And that is what's beautiful about spirituality, is that it allows you to think for yourself, but it also allows you to see the power that you have within the life that you've been given. While religion keeps you in a perpetual state of fearing your own power, of thinking our creator is judgmental and not lovable, or thinking that this is how life should be. And there's no other way other than reading this Bible and coming to this church and giving me your money. I'm just saying, listen, I give offers to my ancestors, but giving offerings in church don't feel right to me. I'm just going to be blunt. I'm just going to be hella blunt. And that's that one thing I do want to share with you guys, is that please understand, you don't need a building to worship. That's not the temple. The body, the mind, the soul is thy temple. God resides within us. This is what really confuses me about religion too. It's like, we can't believe in magic. We can't manifest. We can't do all that. We can't have faith. That's God's job. But God lives within everything and in all of us. So what makes you think I don't have the resources and the power that God had to create this life within me? You get what I'm saying? So I'm sharing all this with you guys to not shun religion, but be aware of it. Is it serving you? Or do you feel like you have to pretend to be perfect to fit into something that doesn't make you feel whole and doesn't make you really feel seen? Because once I started to waken up to my own soul, to my own heart, to the love that my creator put within me, I started to recognize that my path is so different. Everyone's path is different. I don't need to compare myself to anyone else, but I need to recognize what is the unique love within me that the world has yet to see. And how can I be that rather than being like everything or everyone else? And recognizing that, yes, I'm meant to be imperfect. I'm meant to be different. I'm meant to look this way. I'm meant to be this way. Because if I wasn't, then why did the creator create me this way? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Why did the creator create you that way? So I share all of this with you guys. Thank you for joining my TED Talk. Is because I really, really strive for people to think for themselves nowadays. And there's a lot of people who are waking up to spirituality and they think it's all love and light. Sweetheart, it's not all love and light. Like I said, spirituality is about people who have been to hell. You have been through the gutter, the ringer, the fire that most people are not willing to go through, because they rather stay in the cold and stay in the darkness rather than going through the fire and burning all that ice off them to get back to the warmth of what love feels like. Oh! Thanks for that. I don't know where that came from, but I love it. And through allowing yourself to go through the inner journey of self, nothing outside of you can manipulate you, hurt you, or use you, because you choose to think for thyself and to live and be for thyself. So I share all this with you guys because if you truly do want to dive into the journey of self, which is the spiritual journey, and you are coming from a state of religion or believing in a certain way of being, I hope that you got some information and wisdom out of this video to help you start understanding that there's nothing to fear, when you start going against the grain. There's nothing to fear when you start going against what you've been told. There's nothing to fear when you start outgrowing things that no longer serve what your heart is desiring. There's nothing wrong with that. There's everything right, following what is best for you, following what your heart is leading to, following what makes you feel in alignment, and allowing yourself to be fulfilled by that and to no longer fear it. Because the thing is, when you fear your path and fear your power and fear the true essence of why you are here, then you keep feeding the propaganda of thinking that there's only the worst, there's never the best, and there's nothing good that happens in this world. That's not what our Creator is about. That's not what this universe is about, and that's not what your existence is about. You're not here to be fed bullshit lies to tell you that you're unlimited, so you have to worship what I'm telling you to be and do. No, you're not here for that. You're not here to be slave or robot. You're here to be you and live out a spiritual experience through your physical experience, and allowing yourself to enjoy the simplicity and the blissfulness of going throughout the ups and downs, the fluctuations, and also the magnificence of what this life has to teach you. Little do you know, you decided to come back. Start trying to remember that purpose of why you came back. Because we're not here to live out a life. We're here to remember the life that we're meant to create. So I got you beautiful beings. I hope that in some way, from beginners, you understand that spirituality is not like a fairy la la land. It's really not. It's all about you taking accountability. You really being conscious and present within this life. And you realizing that you can gain the power of what you want and create what you want in your life by recognizing the power that lies within you and working with that and working towards that. And how do you do that? Through meditations, through affirmations, through ways that help you. Like for me, I have my own morning routine. I have my own night routine. I have my own ways of how I live throughout my day. Like I'm really connected to my ancestors, to the elements of the universe. It's gotten to the point, you guys, when I go outside now, I literally ask the elements, help me raise the collagen within my skin. Help me raise my metabolism. The water, help me cleanse my anxiety. The sun, help me feel into my heart. You know, it's gotten that deep. This is how spirituality is. The deeper you go, the more you understand yourself, the more you raise in your power, to the point that you can actually start believing in something so much bigger, so much more beautiful. Not only resonates with you, but it might be an inspiration for other people. So we can start delving back into love rather than fear, and that was what religion has been teaching us. So other than that, you guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today. This video went longer than I fucking wanted it to, but of course, it's, you know, I'm guessing it was my tangent, but it was really my TED Talk. But other than that, you guys, I really hope this video was informative. I really hope you enjoyed it. And other than that, please enjoy your Thanksgiving. And if you enjoyed my energy today, then please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification button. Other than that, you guys, I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Only love.